name is Cielle.
Mm-hmm.
All right, there you go. And I actually read your request,
Mm-hmm.
so I think you don't like having small chat.
Yep.
All right, so shall we proceed with our lesson immediately?
Okay, good.
All right, so there you go. It's all about the mass shooting at, where is that? San School, right?
Yep.
Okay, so I would like you to give the summary of this article.
Okay, it's really difficult. Actually, I regret that I chose this topic. Okay. Uh, it is shown that the mass shooters or murderers enjoy playing violent video games. So it means violent video games can influence on people, and that's why um, they did that violent crimes. But uh, we don't know what is the real reason because uh, mm, the the case of what Adam Lanza, he is a bit unique. So he can't socialize with other people. That's why he spent a lot of time playing a video game. And then yeah, it increased his what is that? Wait a second. His hatred towards the society. And okay,
Oh, it's okay. Go.
okay. But this article questioned uh, the it is really the real reason uh, of the real reason that people became cruel um, shooters or murders is the entertainment industry. Yeah, they questions about it, and the real reason would be their family or school or religion. So yeah. Anyway, just I felt like that. The entertainment industry was has been always a scapegoat when this kind of incident happened. Okay, that's your.
Well, thank you, thank you. And before we have the questions I made earlier,
Mhm.
I would like us to let's remind ourselves of what the Sandy Hook Elementary School shooting was. Have you read about that?
I've heard about it. I didn't read any news article about it.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, what's your question again?
Okay. What is all about that shooting incident? Do you have any idea? Like
Uh,
the shooting incident Adam Lanza is connected to?
oh, I can get it.
Okay, example. So in Sandy Hook Elementary School, right?
Mm-hmm.
So Adam Lanza went there.
Mm-hmm.
Do you know all about that incident? The story?
No.
Ah, okay. Like how many people died in there? How many?
28. Mm-hmm.
28. Oh, including Adam Lanza, right?
Yeah, 26 and including him and his mother.
All right.
And
Imagine. Mhm.
actually, I don't know about this incident exactly. How old is he? Isn't he um a student?
I'm not sure if he is a student.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm not sure though, but he has a car. Maybe he's working or something. I just
Mm-hmm.
read it from an article. Hmm.
Oh, then he just chose the school, yeah, Sandy Hook, to murder a lot of people, yeah, just to test his gun. Okay, I
Yeah.
see. I
Exactly.
just,
But mhm.
uh-huh. I just thought he was a high school student.
Not quite sure though. But the
Mm-hmm.
thing is that the thing I read in the article is that his mom
Mm-hmm.
his mom is Nancy. I think I read the name Nancy Lanza. She is like a gun enthusiast.
Gone what?
A gun enthusiast.
Enthusiast. So
Yes.
she collect a lot of guns.
I mean, her hobby is
Uh-huh.
firing guns, maybe in some sort of
Mm-hmm.
firing range. And then I also read that one day she took Adam with him when no
Mm-hmm.
one else when no one else is there to babysit her child.
Oh, so he saw, yeah, that kind of thing and then grow up. So that's why, yeah, it
Exactly.
affected, yeah, him a lot.
Yeah,
Okay.
the accumulation of how maybe his parents raised him. And also I also read that he was diagnosed with Asperger's syndrome.
Mm-hmm. What is that?
That Asperger syndrome, it's like, it says actually in the article the thing about reclusiveness and then not
Uh-huh.
socially inclined, something like that.
Mm-hmm.
They are not the same as autism, but they actually don't want to be with other people. They don't want to socialize. They want to
Mm-hmm.
be alone. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
The
Okay.
Asperger's. And I don't know much about that, but
Okay.
he was diagnosed with that. Anyway, so that's a little story about
Mm-hmm.
why or about Adam Lanza. So maybe the thing about um, the reason why he murdered those kids is not just because maybe he's playing some violent video games. Okay, but let me ask your idea about this. So they say that video gaming promotes violence. Are you really certain that entertainment industries should be solely responsible for this kind of heinous crime?
No, I don't think. Because yeah, it can affect people, but there
Mhm.
are various people. Yeah, so some people, even though some people play violent video games, but they don't commit any crimes. So it depends on people, and yeah, Adam Lanza, actually, I don't know what kind of what kind of what kind of a person he is, but um, I think he has a certain potential to commit um, yeah, crime. So that's why, and I also believe playing uh, mm, cruel,
Mhm.
violent video games can affect him, but that is not the only reason he, yeah, became the mass shooter.
Mhm. So what those other reasons be? What could those reasons be?
Like you said, yeah, the experience with his mother, yeah,
Mm.
and then also his personality, his characters. I think it's uh, how can I say? It's we can get our personality or character character when we were born, so it's not we can change them much, but how we live, what kind of life we lead, we can be a bad person or we can pressure that kind of um, thing. I mean, our how can I say?
Mhm.
Yeah. So what kind of life we can live based on our environment or our family background? What kind of trait can be um, a road. I don't know.
What kind of trait?
What kind of personality or what kind of character of how can I say?
All right.
Okay,
Okay.
never mind.
Relax. No, no, no. Finish it up. If you
uh,
really want to tell me, go ahead. I'm willing
mhm.
to listen. Let's not keep ourselves hanging.
Okay.
All right.
So I mean, we have a lot of uh, things. I mean,
Mhm.
personalities. So or characteristic, it would be cruel, or sometimes we can be a good person, we can be a bad person. So I think many things are inside our mind. So based on how we live, what kind of life we lived, so based on I know we can affect other people, what kind of friend I can make, our life can be changed. So I mean, if he didn't meet his mother, he can was born from other family. Then even though he had the same personality, he
Mhm.
can show his other aspect.
Hmm. Yes. You mean that if ever he was raised like other kids, not how to say. So the way parents raise, it's okay.
Oh yeah, it's okay.
Okay, like it depends on the way parents raised us. It's not because of um the genes we got from them.
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah, so yeah, uh, yeah, there. I mean, yeah, right. You are right. And then I want to say, we have a lot of things. I mean, so yeah, like yeah, we can affect. We can be affected by our friends and our
Mhm.
family. Yeah, our main things. So even though he is the same person, yeah, based on the environment, he can be
Mhm.
changed. So I think it is also important what kind of a personality he has from his birth, but also, yeah, we can affected by, yeah, the environment. That's
Mhm.
what I wanted to say. Okay.
Uh, okay, I see. So, well, as for me, if I was born in that kind of environment, half of it depends on my decision, depends on my thinking. Like it
Hmm.
depends on how I rule my life or how my life would be, something like
Hmm.
that. All right, but it's our nature actually to blame others for unwanted happenings in our life. Now, actually, they're blaming this. Aside from those things you have given, okay, do you want to blame the government for not being so strict when it comes to banning firearms or censoring the video games those entertainment industries are producing and other things?
Yeah. I don't want to blame the government about not banning the video games, but yeah, in our country we can have our own guns. It's prohibited,
Mhm.
so I
Mhm.
think that's why we don't have that kind of instant. I mean, gun shooting, yeah,
Yes.
instant, but
Mhm.
in America, and as I know, in the Philippines as well, there are a lot of uh, yeah shooting instant.
Mhm.
So I think the government also have to be blamed by a certain percentage.
Mhm. Okay. Yes, exactly. Well, really, there's no shooting incident in your country
Yeah.
even before. Well,
Uh, yeah, it is prohibited all the time. So maybe some people might have it uh, without any permission from the
mhm.
government, but as I know, uh, yeah, no, that kind of incident
Mhm.
didn't happen. Maybe the police shot someone, but yeah, like this kind of incident, I mean, shooting incident didn't happen.
Oh, right, I see. Well, just like you, it's also true in the Philippines. Like it's really it's prohibited to have your own gun without undergoing some like licensing and then Euro test, something like that. But there are people, okay, not let's just say powerful people. They
What
can
people?
be powerful
Powerful.
people,
Uh-huh.
politicians,
Mm-hmm.
police officers.
Mm-hmm.
They are okay. Maybe half of them. Few of them are something like they permit like those prohibited guns to be given to civilians who haven't gotten a license for it.
Oh, so you mean in the Philippines, ordinary people can't have their own gun?
They can't have their own gun, but they can actually have it once they get their license, pay taxes, fees, and then undergoing Euro test.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So it's a
Uh,
little bit tricky to have their, yeah, own
mm,
guns. Ah,
yes.
okay.
But
Well,
ordinary people can, so long as you have this kind of great relationship with higher officials or with politicians and so on, with powerful
mm-hmm.
people. Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Anyway, and one last thing. So, any solutions you want to share to prevent this kind of mass shooting or mass murder?
Yeah, just I think the government have to take action. Yeah, not to have uh, yeah people uh, n- not how can I say not give permission that people have their own guns.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
All
that's the
right.
only solution I think. And okay, I have a question. So
Sure.
this article says the main reason of this incident, I mean, shooting incident, is because of video games, or uh, it says, okay, I will send you this.
Mm-hmm.
So, um, it says while ignoring some of the root causes of violence. So, what can be the root causes of violence?
Mm-hmm. Okay. So what I understood in this article is that they trying to point fingers on the entertainment industry without even thinking of the very root causes of this kind of incident. So that's what I understood in this. Example, they think that the main reason for this incident is because of like video gaming violence, but they're not looking deeply of what is the very root or the very main cause of it,
So,
something like that.
so they don't know what would be the main cause of violence. Instead,
Let's see, youngsters unless attempting to huh. I think they know. It wasn't actually specified here. I don't have family good,
um,
but for me, the article is trying to say that there are more factors you need to consider for this
so
kind of incident.
okay, then check about this sentence. Then it said other institutions, family, school, religion, and community. So it is saying that those institutions can be the root causes of violence.
Oh no, it says there have grown weaker. Let's
Um,
take a look at this one.
isn't that the
Oh,
entertainment media are so powerful, but
the other
have
institutions.
grown weaker.
Mhm.
So weaker means it's not good. So that's why they think most people. mm, it isn't that the entertainment media are so powerful, but
But other institutions, okay. So what I understood in this is it's not because media entertainment is so powerful like the main reason, but that other institutions, family,
yeah.
school, religion,
So
and community that should influence people to be good has become weaker. They should influence well, for me, what I understood is that they should influence family, school, religion, and community should influence us to become better people. But then their effect to us has become weaker, that made the entertainment media so like above it, so powerful. That's what I understood. That's why the only thing we um we are looking at is the one on top, which is the entertainment media, and that is what that is why we're pointing fingers on them, because they are what we perceive as to be very powerful. They have like great impact. They give us great influence,
okay. Actually, I want
something
to
like
ask
that.
you more, but our time is up, and you have another class, as I know. So,
Okay.
yeah.
hmm Me too. I'm not actually something like convinced of my answer, but after my class later, I will try to um tell you what
Mhm.
I really meant in your comment box. It will
Okay.
take a while.
Okay. Thank
All
you,
right. Anyway, thank you, Elia,
Elia.
Elia,
Okay.
Elia. Thank you for your time. Sorry.
Oh no, I'm sorry
Okay.
to take up to so much time. Okay.
All
Have a
right.
great day.
Anyway,
Bye.
bye bye.